Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Today I am going to describe about 5 days banking in India, a silent transformation waiting to happen. Introduction. Across India, the banking sector has long stood as one of the strongest pillars of economic life. From crowded urban branches to remote rural counters, banking professionals carry responsibilities that go far beyond transactions. They manage trust, savings, loans, livelihoods, government schemes, digital systems, financial energy, emergencies, and the emotions of millions of people every single day. But behind the counters, computer screens, audits, targets, reports, inspections, and customer queues, there is also another reality, the growing pressure of modern banking life. In recent years, the conversation around 5 days banking has become more than just a demand or administrative discussion. It has slowly evolved into a symbol of changing work culture in India. The issue is no longer only about holidays. It is about balance, sustainability, mental peace, efficiency, and the future structure of professional life itself. Many believe that India is gradually moving toward a new banking model where technology, productivity, and employee well being may eventually stand together instead of against each other. Whether the transition happens soon or slowly, the atmosphere already feels different. Something appears to be changing quietly beneath the surface. The changing face of banking. There was a time when banking depended almost entirely on physical presence. Long queues, passbook updates, manual entries, cash heavy operations, and paperwork defined daily operations. Today, the environment is rapidly transforming. Digital banking, UPI transactions, mobile applications, online customer service, AI assisted monitoring, automations, and instant payment systems have changed the very rhythm of banking operations. Customers now expect faster service, 24 into 7 accessibility, digital convenience, reduced waiting time, and seamless transactions. At the same time, employees face continuous compliance pressure, increased workload, audit responsibility, target-based performances, digital adaptation stress, staffing shortages in many places. The system has become faster but also heavier emotionally and mentally. This is where the idea of 5 days banking begins gaining emotional and practical relevance. Then a holiday discussion. Many outsiders assume that 5 days banking is simply about getting more holidays. But for many employees, the issue represents something much deeper. It represents time for family, mental recovery, better physical health, reduced burnout, emotional balance, improved concentration, and sustainable productivity. A tired workforce may continue functioning, but over time, emotional exhaustion silently affects efficiency, patience, and service quality. Modern professional systems across the world are slowly realizing that human energy is not unlimited. India's banking sector may also eventually move toward this realization. Why the timing feels important now? The present era feels different because multiple transformations are happening simultaneously. India is witnessing rapid digital adoptions, AI integration, changing workforce expectations, new employment philosophies, increased awareness about mental health, greater focus on work life balance. This changing mindset may gradually influence future decisions in banking structures as well. At the same time, younger generations entering the workforce often seek sustainability alongside career growth. The old idea that constant pressures alone creates productivity is slowly being questioned globally. Many institutions now understand that balanced employees often perform better over the long term than exhausted employees working continuously without recovery. This changing mindset may gradually influence future decisions in banking structures as well. The silent emotional side of banking. Very few people truly understand the emotional weight carried by banking professionals. Every day they handle financial anxiety of customers, loan distress situations, pension related concerns, fraud fears, public pressure, technical failures, and regulatory accountability. The silent emotional side of bank. One small operational mistake can create serious consequences. Yet, despite intense responsibility, banking employees are expected to remain calm, accurate, polite, and efficient throughout the day. Over years, this pressure accumulates silently. The discussion around 5 days banking therefore reflects not only administrative reform but also emotional recognition. It reflects the idea that human beings inside institutions matter too. Technology is changing the possibilities. One of the strongest reasons why 5 days banking now feels more practical than before is technology. Today, transactions happen digitally, bills are paid online, funds transferred instantly, customer service is partially automated, mobile banking reduces branch dependency, ATM networks operate continuously. This technological transformation creates room for institutions to rethink traditional operational patterns. The future banking system may rely less on physical presence and more on intelligent workflow management. That does not mean reduced responsibility. Instead, responsibilities may become more specialized, analytical, and technology oriented. The structure of work itself may evolve. Why immediate change still looks difficult? Despite growing discussions, implementation is not simple. India is a vast and complex country. Challenges include rural banking dependence, large public interactions, government linked financial services, staff shortage concerns, operational continuity, audit and compliance requirements, uneven digital access in different regions. Because of these realities, any major reform will likely move slowly and carefully. The transition, if it happens, may come gradually rather than suddenly. There could be phased adjustments, modified operational systems, strengthened digital infrastructure, better workflow distributions, expanded online customer support. Large systems rarely transform overnight. Estimate time possibility. Looking at the broader atmosphere of institutional change, technology expansions, and workforce discussions, the period between late 2026 and mid 2027 appears especially important for serious movement regarding 5 days banking discussions in India. This does not necessarily mean final nationwide implementation during that exact period, but it may become a phase where strong negotiations increase, structural discussions become more active, administrative clarity improves, pilot ideas gain attention, public conversations become stronger. The period from early 2027 onward may particularly support gradual operational restructuring and policy level momentum. However, large institutional reform usually move in stages. Therefore, any practical transitions may happen progressively rather than suddenly. The bigger message behind the discussion. The larger issue is not only about working 5 days instead of 6. The real issue is this: can modern professional systems remain productive without exhausting the people running them? This question is now being asked globally across industries. India's banking sector may eventually become part of this broader transformation where efficiency matters, technology matters, customer service matters, but human sustainability matters too. The future workplace may increasingly focus not only on how long people work, but also on how effectively and sustainably they work. Conclusions. The conversation around 5 days banking in India represents more than an administrative possibility. It reflects the changing psychology of modern professional life. Banking institutions today stand between two worlds, one shaped by traditional operational structures and another driven by digital transformations, human sustainability, and evolving work culture. The coming years may bring gradual but meaningful shifts in how banking work is organized and managed. Whether implementation happens quickly or slowly, the direction of change appears increasingly connected with balance, modernization, efficiency, and emotional well-being. The future of banking may not simply belong to harder systems. It may belong to smarter and more human systems. And perhaps that silent transformation has already begun. Disclaimer. This article is an informational and interpretative overview based on general trends, social observations, and symbolic astrological understanding. It does not represent any official announcement, banking notifications, regulatory confirmations, or government policy. Any reference to possible timing or future developments is speculative in nature and intended only for discussions and inspirational perspective. Readers are advised to rely solely on official communications and verified sources for authentic information regarding banking policies or institutional reforms. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, subscribe, and share.